Blending a family can be one of life's most rewarding, but also most challenging journeys. It's not always easy to bring two households together under one roof. Today, we're joined by mental health expert and co-parent, Calissa Ngozi, who's sharing honest advice and personal insight on how to build a blended family that does not break you. Great to have you back on the show, Calissa.
Hi.
You are a blended family.
Sort of.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm co-parenting. I'm hitting it out of the park.
Right.
But here's the thing, is that nobody's talking about the stresses of blending families once you're divorced or if you're no longer with your partner. What does that look like for you and your partner and also the kids?
What's the experience been like for you?
It's tough. It's super tough because what we don't talk about is what if my kids don't like the man that I'm dating? Or what if his children don't like me? What if the kids themselves don't get along? Then that's a really big conversation before we actually become one unit.
Yeah, it's because the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
That transition, it's maybe not talked about enough.
Yeah, and I think we also forget about the emotions of the kids and also the impact. So I always say when you're dating somebody, don't introduce them to the kids right away, right? Like give them some time to get to know each other. But once you do and you make that decision to move on, there they are.
Okay.
They're the ones that have told me, Mommy, we don't want a new dad. And I'm like, well, I'm not looking for a new dad for you, right? So it's about having those conversations and recognizing that what they have to say is important too.
Yeah. So when do you do it? I don't know. Like when do you introduce the individual, and then when do you introduce the kids? Like how does that all transpire?
Well, I think every family is different, and you have to do what makes sense. I always tell parents, don't do it too soon. Because if you do it too soon and it doesn't work out, then your kids are also going through that breakup too, and they're going through that emotional trauma. Once you do introduce them, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year, and then you decide to move in with one another, then you have to have conversations. How are we going to do this together?
And then you get into, let's say you do move in together, then you get into the situation, the discipline.
Oh my goodness.
Is that the toughest thing?
I've thought about it because do I want somebody else coming in and taking over that role, or as the primary parent, really it is my responsibility. I'm the ones that should be doing the big discipline. But if my kids are acting up and they're doing things in the moment, then that partner, I should trust them enough to make an adult decision and discipline them as well.
So let's go through, how do you build a blended family that doesn't break you?
Yeah, well, I mean, have a conversation with everyone. Have a family meeting and actually discuss, guys, this is brand new. I want this to feel like it's your home.
A family meeting with who? Just
everybody. I want the kids involved. I want the parents involved, and talk about it. Talk about your feelings. The kids need to feel that they're in a safe space, that they can actually say, Mommy, Daddy, I don't feel like this is for me. I don't know if I can blend. I don't know if this makes sense. It's a really hard conversation to have, but it's really necessary because it affects them too.
And then the age as well.
It
right?
depends.
Like where their age is at. If they're a little bit younger, maybe it's a little bit easier, but then when you get into like teen years and starts things changing.
Yeah, and even adult children have a hard time because they think you're trying to replace the family unit that they once knew. So it doesn't matter if they're kids my age that are almost 12 years old, or if they're 16. Yes, if they're 5 years old, it's a little bit easier. But you need to understand that even though that conversation is hard, you need to have it and be respectful.
What do you do when love feels tested between the parents?
Yeah, well, you need to talk. And I think going out on date nights is really, really important. And setting those expectations really early and saying, listen, if there's hard things that are happening with my children, I need you to kind of step back, let me take the lead, but I also want your support as well. But it has to be vice versa. You can't put expectations on someone else and then not follow through yourself.
What about the other partner? What about the ex? Like, how do you... When those discussions have to happen.
They do. And with my ex, I'm lucky enough that we have a really good co-parenting relationship. But when you bring somebody else in, you need to make them feel comfortable and say, listen, I'm not trying to replace you. And the same when he's dating. I don't want to be replaced. I want to meet that person. I want to have a conversation.
But then there's the parenting aspect too, because you don't want, you're the parent. Why is somebody else parenting my kids and doing things differently than I would do?
Yeah, I would hope that there would be enough respect in your household that they'd understand that you would choose a partner, that would be aligned with your values, but that doesn't always happen. So you need to be mindful of that and just support your kids in the way that you know how.
Okay, so how can we make it work?
Counseling. That is number one. You need to go to therapy, and as a couple, and you also need to go with the kids as well, and have those open conversations so the kids can talk about, okay, well, I don't know if I like this person. I don't know if it's safe to say this. I've lost my home. I've lost my structure. It's a safe environment for a therapist to say, you're okay to feel that way. So it's about being proactive instead of reactive.
Okay. I always love these conversations because you're willing to talk about everything.
Yes.
And I think it is important to talk about everything, even when it is a little bit uncomfortable.
It's tough.
Yeah. Where can we follow you?
At Calissa Ngozi on Instagram.
Okay, can we give the do you think the boys are watching?
Yeah, from the hotel room.
Are they? Because you guys were out last night. What did you do last night?
Coldplay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm tired.
you can tell. We're going to be, actually, let's throw it over to Devo because you're going to be talking about
We're going to
Coldplay
be, yeah,
coming
well, I
up.
love what Calissa talked about, too, because you got to think